TNC, Original African Stories. Listener discretion is advised as this podcast may contain violence or strong language.
O'clock, and I still haven't made 1 kobo today. Perhaps I should have just settled for that 1K to Festac. Oh God, please let something come up. I can't possibly survive 1 more week without buying Dr. Okeke's textbook. I'm sure he won't even let me into his class anymore. Maybe I can come up with a good excuse. I must have used them all. Mama's health can't possibly get any worse than it already is. Maybe I'll just tell him she had a heart attack, a near-death one, that also led to a stroke. And maybe I'll also tell him...
Taxi! Taxi!
Good evening, ma.
Yes, Badore.
Badore. For which side, ma?
You don't know Badore after Aja?
No, ma, I don't know that side.
Never mind.
No, ma, I can't go. You just have to direct me.
Okay, how much?
After Aja, at 8 p.m, from Yaba. That's almost 3 hours on the road. And I still have to make it back in time to finish my EEG 201 assignment and get filled.
Are you not going?
5,000 naira, ma.
5,000K. It's 3,000 I have. 2,005 even.
Sorry, that place is very far. It sounds very far. Let's 3K is okay, please. We can go. With that, the 20-something looking, slightly plump and very light-skinned lady turned around and gestured at a similarly young girl, but much slimmer and much more attractive, who I hadn't noticed. She had with her a small leather travel bag, which she gracefully carried as she made her way to the car. From the moment they both got in, they buried their heads into their phones, those fancy phones I see a lot of people going around with on campus. Occasionally, each one would look up, giggle, and turn to look at the other. And they say this isn't partial insanity. Sabo, Alagomeji, and even Third Mainland were free. Oh, thank God. As I approached Lekki Phase 1, the big one burst out into wild laughter.
Hey, what's if I still go see for this word?
What kind of joke has she read of that thing?
Kassy, which one now? This one where you just laugh like say you chop winch.
Hey, read them.
As much as I tried to stay out of my passenger's business, I was quite curious about this. I wanted to hear this ridiculously funny joke.
This stupid man thinks say you know they watch news, cha. How many months now they don't reverse the election? Why they behave like saying it's the state house?
See me see trouble, oh.
Make I just tell you my own. Whether it dey state house or you know they state house, the price now still the same thing.
Which kind same? When a successor don't raise stakes, 10K per girl or naughty, no show.
10K per girl. The sound of that. I didn't even want to imagine what that meant. It could mean all sorts of bad or maybe good things. Who am I kidding? That was the least of my problems. It was now past 9 and we had just gotten past the 5th roundabout. The traffic was there, but it was moving. I watched several hawkers walk past us in traffic, displaying various snacks, and my stomach grumbled. But I turned my mind to my assignment. Every dime I had now had to go into savings for Dr. Okeke's textbook. A few minutes later, Kassy beckoned to one of the gala hawkers. The boy came running like an Olympian.
Debby, you go chop.
Kassy, stop this thing, I beg. I don't tell you say Chris make I dey watch my weight, but every time, now you they always give me all this nonsense food they chop. I no want, thank you.
No be only wash weight, lekpa like you. I bet no vessel, so na bad thing say I offer you food now. Now God go deliver you. Guy, bring 4 gala for me.
4? I couldn't help but take a look at her through my rearview mirror, and it seemed my stomach was also interested in the conversation, as it grumbled once again. Louder this time. So loud, I think she heard. She turned to look at me at that point and said,
Oga, go join me, oh.
I'm okay, ma, thank you.
You said they watch your weight. I be now over fine boy, they worry you. Better collect it, oh. Give and so. They call that boy where they sell what for me.
She proceeded to buy 2 cans of Malta Guinness for both of us, and I thanked her over and over again. She didn't know she had just saved my life. At about 10:30 p.m., we got to the turning into Baduri with the help of directions provided by Her Royal Chopness. Minutes later, we got to the front of an unpainted building in a somewhat sparsely populated area. I wondered if I could even find my way out of there, but I saved that thought for later. Both ladies made their way out of the car, and instead of proceeding to pay me, the big one turned around and said,
just wait for us, We'll be out soon. You'll still take us to VI.
V what? But madam. Before I could even speak up in protest, they had disappeared into the compound. VI at almost 11. I've died today. I still have my assignment, and I still have to get enough rest before my 8 a.m. lecture tomorrow. This is why I never take these island trips. Always one drama after the other. I only pray they just want to change and come back out. "10:45, 11 p.m, 11:15, 11:30 p.m. I can't take this anymore. I need to get out of here." I proceeded to knock on the gate, but just then, I noticed a couple of vigilante patrolmen coming my way. So, I went back into my car and started the engine. When they got to me, I noticed they had on all black attires with red headbands. OPC. One of them peered into the car.
Ekale
sir.
Ṣé o ní kọ́ ló wà ń bí báyìí ni àwọn yòókù ẹ̀ kọ́?
Sir, I'm a taxi driver. I just brought some ladies here. OPC Mawan started to laugh and turned to look at the other one. They both laughed for a while, and then he looked at me and ordered me to get out of the car. In fear, I came out wondering what was going to happen.
Now people like you, they spoil this our country. See young boy like you go pretend say you be taxi driver, come to look for house where you fit sneak inside, go thief for night.
Me sir, thief? No sir, I'm not a thief.
Will you shut up there? You think say we don't see you? Maybe you gonna jack that gate now for that place. Now God catch you today.
Next thing, I was in the air, falling fast and helplessly to the ground. In one swift move, the second OPC swept me off my feet and held both my hands behind my back. Sir! Ejo, sir! Mi ò ṣe kankan, passenger ni mo gbé wá, sir. Ejo!
Ori ole are. O te gbọ́ Yorùbá, ló wá sọ Oyinbo. You go talk all that one for inside cell today. Let's go.
The OPC began dragging me away, and just then, the black gate swung open and out came 4 young ladies, among them Kassy and the skinny one.
Baba Paro, wetin be all this one now? Una don't call this night again, abi? Wetin this man do una na? Wetin?
No mind them. Now only small boys they feel you say they show power. Una go toss and no see na tasima. No mind the idiot.
Shut up there. Everyone fit talk for you, but you see you this dirty one with your mouth like Pepeye. Just shut up.
I mean Pepeye again. See this old shameless man, no?
She moved towards him, and it was then I saw what she was wearing, which was pretty much nothing. Underwear? Swimwear? I don't even know how to describe it. She had on these ridiculously high heels, which made it hard for her to walk, and she also held something that looked like a jacket in the other hand. Before she could get to us, Debby held her back.
Calm down. Just calm down, okay?
Debby then came towards us and spoke in hushed tones to the second OPC guy who held me down. Then he let go of me. The girls made their way into the car where I had quickly bolted into the moment I was released. In a matter of seconds, I started the car and began to drive off while OPC Mawan continued hurling curses as Pepeye girl.
Useless, dirty, smelly.
Finally, Kassy sat in front with me while the other 3 sat behind. All the bottled up anger in me had vanished, and as I checked the clock on my dashboard, it read 12:13 a.m. Boy, all I wanted to do was just get back to my hostel in school. Just then, I felt a hand on my face. I flinched a bit and then noticed it was Kassy's. Her left hand was rubbing the back of my neck, and then she spoke.
Hey, yeah, fine boy. She they not so rough you, sha?
No, ma, I'm okay, ma.
Hey, Make. Now who be ma? See this one, no? I beg. My name is Cassandra. Kassy for short.
Thank you, ma, Kassy. I said even as I eased her hand off my neck. It was at this point that I first took a glance at my rearview mirror to properly scan my passengers. The skinny one sat directly behind me. She had on something that looked like a sleeveless, short black dress. Boob tubes, they're called. Simple but nice. The other two girls that sat beside her were clearly the opposite. The girl who sat in the middle was of average size, light skin, and heavily made up. She had on some sort of see-through, netty red material, beneath which she had on black underwear. Miss Pepeye sat behind Kassy, and even though she now had on her jacket, I still couldn't bring myself to understand why anyone would dress like that to a club. Yes, I figured they were one of those party clubbers I've heard about. What's my own? As long as they pay me for my trouble and I get back to school in one piece. 12:40 a.m. I went past the mobile building and then through Adetukumba Ademola back into VI, and I asked Kassy, please, where are we headed? She looked at the others for confirmation. In a few minutes, I turned off Ozumba and Kassy asked me to go in through Idowu Taylor. As I turned back into Adeyemo Alakija, it was about 12:50 in the morning. I noticed a handful of girls of the night sprinkled alongside the road. Wow! I had never actually been on the island this late since I came to Lagos 2 years ago. For a second, I was happy I had obeyed Mama's instruction with regards to staying out late. Well, up until now, that is.
You can park here.
She pointed to a dimly lit spot opposite a brightly lit building with a signage that simply read, "Why not?" I noticed a lot of activity at the entrance of the building. Hefty looking men, of course bouncers, some guys and a handful of girls walking into the building. This must be one of them happening clubs. The girls got out, and this time I made sure I also got out and stood by my door. Cassandra walked towards me, even as the others headed towards Why Not.
Fine boy. Sorry again about those men, eh? In fact, waiting be your name, Seth.
My name is Azeez.
Azeez? No, I'll call you A-Zed. Don't you like that one? Because a fine boy like you should have a fine name. Eh? Okay, we're going to be inside for a while. Shey you just wait for us so that when we come back, you will take us back to where we are coming from.
Ha! Kassy, I have another appointment and I really have to. As I tried to find the right words, she produced a purse from only God knows where and brought out some notes from it, which she stuffed into my hands. I looked down and noticed they were all 1,000 naira notes. My estimation, about 8 of them. Yekpa.
See, you're a fine boy. You should be taken care of even while you're working. So just take this one. Go and find something to eat somewhere. We'll soon be out. Do you understand?
With that, she walked swiftly into the building because why not? On closer examination, I realized she had given me 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira! Yay!